we have found out who will play the next Wolverine. This actor is Australian and has been portraying a superhero role for the past 24 years. He has worked in one of the greatest superhero films of all time and has already played Wolverine before. Yes, Hugh Jackman will continue to play Wolverine for the next 10 years. After delivering an incredible performance in Marvel Cinematic Universe's only movie of 2024, Hugh Jackman plans to stay in the role of Wolverine in the MCU for the next decade. This Australian actor is not ready to give up yet, and why should he? Deadpool and Wolverine is the highest-grossing R-rated film. With such success, why would anyone want to stop, especially Hugh Jackman, who has always wished for his Wolverine to appear alongside the Avengers? Now, with appearances in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, the story of the mutants will begin. There's nothing stopping Hugh Jackman from continuing his legendary role. Insider information from My Time to Shine Hello has brought this to light, along with other details we'll discuss one by one. First, let's talk about Hugh Jackman reprising his role as Wolverine for the next 10 years. After the release of Logan in 2017, Jackman had retired Wolverine's claws and bid farewell to the role, with his legacy firmly cemented. With the success of Logan, people knew him less as Hugh Jackman and more as Wolverine. Despite this, Jackman always expressed his desire to see his Wolverine alongside the Avengers. While he didn't return with the Avengers, he did with Deadpool. Following the release of Deadpool and Wolverine, fans were curious about how Jackman's Wolverine would return. Many fan theories emerged, suggesting that Jackman might be part of a multiversal Avengers team, including other superheroes from the multiverse movies. Some fans even speculated that Henry Cavill might take on the role due to the positive reception of his portrayal of Superman. However, Jackman's plans were different. Not only will he continue as Wolverine in upcoming Avengers movies, but he is also expected to appear in the future mutant saga. Before the release of Deadpool and Wolverine, Jackman expressed his excitement about joining the MCU. Though initially getting back in shape for the role was challenging for him, he managed to pull it off, realizing it was beneficial for him mentally. His only struggle was eating more, as he naturally tends to be lean, and bulking up was tough. However, Jackman has always prepared rigorously for his role as Wolverine, evident in his impressive legacy. Even if some movies weren't massive hits, his performances were always praised, making it logical for him to continue with this role. Post the multiverse saga, there are talks of a soft reboot introducing mutants. One such mutant, Beast, was teased in the post-credits scene of The Marvels, hinting at future encounters with Wolverine, potentially played by Jackman. All eyes are now on the mutant saga. In September, a report suggested that Marvel Studios was working on a reboot of the X-Men, featuring Gambit, Kitty Pryde, Angel, Iceman, and Jubilee, following the original X-Men lineup from the comics. However, it was hinted that Jackman's Wolverine might not appear in this movie. He could be added later, perhaps at the end of the movie. With Jackman playing Wolverine for the next 10 years, there's also talk of a Deadpool and Wolverine Trilogy. This makes perfect sense because any movie that grosses over $1 billion automatically sets up its sequel. If you remember, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker was supposed to be a one-and-done film, but as soon as it hit the billion-dollar mark, talks of a sequel began. This is why Marvel Studios fast-tracked the sequels of Captain Marvel and Black Panther. Because these movies have also grossed billions of dollars, it raises the question of why there wouldn't be a sequel to Deadpool and Wolverine, the highest-grossing R-rated movie. Given how Deadpool and Wolverine ended, numerous adventures for Deadpool and Wolverine could unfold. Currently, both characters are part of the Fox Marvel universe. They've made appearances on TV, and since they can escape the void, they can venture into any corner of the multiverse. Plus, if you didn't know, I should mention that the top 5 highest-grossing R-rated movies include all 3 Deadpool films. So, why wouldn't Marvel Studios demand another Deadpool and Wolverine movie? However, when Ryan Reynolds, who plays Deadpool, was asked about this during a screening of Deadpool and Wolverine, he explicitly said no. Working on another Deadpool movie felt like being away from his family. Making Deadpool and Wolverine took a lot of time, and they deliberately kept the movies separate from the MCU to make it a one-and-done project. But now, things seem different. It took 5 years for Deadpool and Wolverine to come to audiences, largely due to the pandemic and strikes. But the next project might not take as long, especially since Hugh Jackman is ready, and this trilogy deserves to come to light. Now, regarding Marvel Studios' other demands, there is an abundance of storylines for these characters. There's Deadpool vs. Wolverine, where these characters team up to target the survivors of Weapon X. In the good, the bad, and the ugly, Deadpool teams up with Wolverine and Captain America. In Uncanny X-Force, Deadpool's team uncovers Wolverine's secrets, filled with apocalyptic elements. Marvel Studios also has another demand. They want to show an interaction between two superheroes, which might seem odd but makes sense. Marvel Studios wants Hugh Jackman's Wolverine to interact with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man at some point. And it doesn't stop there. They're planning more legacy character interactions, which would fit perfectly in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Kevin has long dreamed of making the characters from Fox Marvel and Sony Marvel interact, a dream that dates back years. Even during Spider-Man No Way Home, significant effort was made to include Spider-Man in X-Men movies, but additional paperwork prevented it. Now that Kevin is in charge, there's no doubt that he will make this interaction happen. Fans are eager to see Avengers and X-Men interact. The appearance of Chris Evans as Johnny Storm in Deadpool and Wolverine was already a huge deal for fans. Personally, I'd love to see a scene in some corner of the multiverse where Deadpool and Thanos argue over death. Marvel and the fans have been wondering who would play Wolverine after Hugh Jackman. If Hugh Jackman returns, everyone wins. Marvel is happy, fans are happy, and Hugh Jackman is happy. It's a win-win-win situation. Filming for Avengers Doomsday is set to begin this March. What are your thoughts on Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine for the next 10 years? What are your ideas for the Deadpool and Wolverine trilogy? And which legacy character interactions would you like to see in Avengers Secret Wars and Avengers Doomsday? Please let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to our channel for more contents. For Deadpool 3 ending breakdown, watch the video above. And to know the future of Henry Cavill Wolverine, watch the one below. I'll be back with a new video soon.